Hi, everyone. I am making sure that I am not loud as heck, as always. And also, I am making sure that I can see your comments when you come in from CEO. So I know that Eeyore has stuff to do today. So I'm finishing getting ready. Let me put on my glasses. This is going to be a let me put on my glasses stream. Hello. You're now here with me. Welcome. Yay, Raid. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to see you. Today is an exciting day. I am going to be finishing getting ready on stream while talking to you about a subject that doesn't require me to think that much. So let me put on glasses. I left a link on mod sheet posting for ice. I don't understand what happened, but good times. Welcome. It's the raid system. It's amazing, and we love it. Yay! Ooh, I spilled something on my shirt. This is a very classy. I'm sorry, mascara is the vein of my existence. Also, I am doing the thing in which I'm going like kind of cross-eyed to see if I am missing something. Why is mandatory mascara face weird? Why can we make a non-weird mascara face? I ask the important questions. And like if you can hear super dramatic music, is mommy watching a super dramatic show. I don't know what show it is, but of course, the raid train. You just let me know. Accidental beauty crawl. I love it. Well, this episode is partly about. Oh wait, without eyes, I forget about everything. I forgot to do the whole thing. Welcome everyone to this here podcast. One more thing with Fefy. Today, sponsored by LGG. Sponsored by Faye, who sent me a whole bunch of stuff. Looky here, all the pretties. I'm going to use some of those to finish my face. I still haven't decided which ones. Yeah, I think after 84 years, I am done with that, with eyes. So last week, I was talking about, I didn't know which subject to talk about today. And then someone mentioned TV shows, and I was like, I eventually need to do a rant about why TV shows annoy the hell out of me. I mean, I have been in plenty of TV show fandoms and stuff. If I were to make an episode about the Outlander fandom and my experience in it, you will have to have the ambulance on speed dial. I am not kidding. Someone will have to check on my blood pressure every 5 minutes. I have so much to say, and most of it is not good. So, you know, that's a story for another day. Also, I haven't done my nails because, like an animal, I left red nail polish on since Halloween, meaning my nails are now stained. So I'm going to have to fix that eventually. This is me talking about a gajillion things at the same time and talking about nothing. Anyway, I said I didn't have anything to talk about, but why TV shows annoy me is like something that I mentioned a lot. It's time for me to explain it. Yes, I did, and I'm going to use my stuff now because I have makeups that are fancy makeups. Should you share all my fancy stuff? These are my makeups. Let me show you the palette because it's so pretty. Like, I love this packaging. No joke. And this one, Rufy. Can we talk about the perfect uncooked chicken palette? Face palette. Like, look at this and tell me it's not. Like, also, I think these two would go pretty well with the look. That's something to think about. But first, concealer. Also, but first, maybe a little bit more hand sanitizer. I was on the people's place outside today. Wow, words. So this is the interlude to what I'm actually going to talk about. So I went to the eye doctor today. I got my prescription. However, the poor man, let me see more comments. Yeah. Color flop, yeah. They are very gently pigmented, but it worked for me because I am Casper the Friendly Ghost's winter shade, honestly. Like I said the other day, I only have one shade. If I had a summer shade and a winter shade, my winter shade would be invisible. Concealer. So anyway, I went to the eye doctor today. I have something on my face. This is tragic. I'm going to have to use more eye primer, don't I? Or more face primer. So pretty close to here. So going into the people place wasn't super terrible, but it was a small crowded place, and I had to walk past a place where people line up to pay bills that is like right next to the eye doctor's office. So that wasn't pleasant. But the eye doctor, who hates me, as do most eye doctors, was actually pretty nice, despite the fact that he hates me. I am a difficult patient for eye doctors. So he asked a lot of questions. There's a lot of stuff that he didn't understand. I tried to explain as best as I could. I don't know if it worked out, but he referred me to another doctor that hopefully will have more patience with me. But I have my eye prescription, which is what I went there for, which is what I needed for health insurance, because we are looking for mommy to put me back on her health insurance. Also, again, if you hear music or people fighting or both, it's mommy's TV. I don't know if you can hear any of that because I can see you replying to me because I can see the comments, but I am going to hope not. I am going to hope that you don't. So speaking of TV, I have a watch list that is miles and miles long. People keep recommending me shows, and I keep saying, like, you know what? That sounds interesting. I'm going to check that out. Eventually, I'm going to put it on my to-watch list. What those people don't know is that my to-watch list is where TV shows go to die. in my eyes, like, because I am incredibly picky about what I watch. And someone, not you, because you all are nice, but someone might say, like, why are you so picky? I thought you didn't care about quality because you were a telenovela bitch for so many years. Here's the thing about telenovelas. They end. They don't have seasons. They don't get canceled. Well, one got canceled because the ratings were very bad, but it was the one that I was watching, so I don't care. I only care about me. I am the most important person. Not really. But yeah, so normally when they do well, telenovelas end. They have an end date. They have a storyline pretty much planned from start to finish by the writers. And they don't usually add a whole bunch of stuff. That's why I'm going to go into this other show that I am no longer going to call a telenovela, because they signed off the rights to be called a telenovela the moment they started acting like a soap opera. The funny thing, it's not even the telenovela that I rage with. And when I tell you rage, I mean actual rage. But first, let me look at the comments. Instant Pot! I am excited for you. You need to document that. We love you to be the Instant Pot. Oh. If you want me to go on an Uns Neighbor interlude, like, I was hoping for Mo to come here because she wants to know what the hell happened with Uns Neighbor, who is my neighbor who doesn't stop playing Uns music all day and all night. And therefore won't let me sleep at all. Like, let me freaking sleep, or I will kick your ass. Am I going to forget to powder? Absolutely, but I always do a base for something. Ooh, I see an eye. Hello, eyes.
It's me, Eeyore.
It's me. I love it. Yeah, okay.
Now,
thank you for coming, eyes.
Of course, I can hang out for a bit until I pass.
Yeah, I am excited to see you. Thank you for being my eyes.
Of course.
You think you're amazing. All my friends are amazing.
We love you.
I love them so much.
Christine said, I've made rice and white beans so far in the Instant Pot fancy. I have no idea how to do anything with it. That's where I'm at. I need to watch most videos because I'm intimidated.
So I don't think I have explained myself well enough, but this thing about me being fed up with TV shows, like what made me realize this was an interview with a romance novel writer on a podcast that I love. I think I mentioned this on the when I did the mask makeup look live, which was my first live on YouTube. I mentioned this same thing. Where is the brush that I need to do this? Where are you, brush? Are you hiding from me? Brush is hiding from me. No, not really. So I think I have talked before about Smart Beaches Trashy Books, which is a website.
We love it.
With a lot of reviews of romance novels and stuff. They have a podcast. And a writer whose book I had read recently, her name is Alexis Daria, and she wrote a book called "You Had Me at Hola," which is about a soap actress and a telenovela actor who became co-stars on a like Netflix, except they don't say Netflix because they can't use the name, you know, like a Netflix adaptation of a telenovela. Do I have another pair of eyes? Because that would be nice.
Oh, yes, I think Mo popped up to take over for me, so you can have eyes the whole time.
Yeah, I'm going to ask her because she's probably going to want to hear this. Hi,
yes,
older
and
guys.
I can.
Hello.
I'll hop out and just watch this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mo.
Go be accomplished.
I'll play this.
Remember, I am proud of you.
Numbers.
Always.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm keeping the stream on. We're gonna get those numbers. I'm gonna comment until I pass out.
Yeah. Remember, I want to make affiliate. So if you haven't followed,
yes.
I always forget to promote myself. I'm always like, do these things for my friends. Me? Who's me? I don't know her. I don't care about her. And that is bad.
Affiliate.
Like, and before several someones try to come collect me, because it's not just one of you, it's many of you. I'm trying to work on it. Anyway.
Mood.
So
I am now the eyes.
Thank you for being nice, Mo.
I just big sister activated and I have to take care of my little cousin.
Yeah, I hope everything's all right.
It's all right. He's fine. It's just that, because he has mental illness, sometimes people look down upon him. And when your hair is untidy and you have mental illness, people just think you're having a mental illness episode. So I asked him
if he was ready to hear that, Mo.
He's been through it. He was stabbed, and then my brother was shot like a month later, and
he
didn't see it, but he was close by when it happened, and then like 6 months after he got like mental illness. So
I am glad he has you. I am glad he has you because you are wonderful and amazing.
Yes. So I said, do you need me to do your hair? And he said, yes. I'm like, when would you like to do it? He said, now. So I did it. It's something easy you can do to help somebody out.
It's always good to do something for a lot of people. So this reminds me, if you go on YouTube, when I post this podcast, you're going to find a lot of resources and wonderful organizations and people to help, because all I know how to do is to aggressively love people. So I want to keep that energy. And now we go to
yay
Thank you,
Toya
Faye.
said,
I am going to I am going to say thank you like 100 million times. Prepare yourself, Faye. I'm going to be so annoying. I'm sorry, but I love you. And I'm
Toya said, I just sent that other email I felt like I was drafting for ages back. And everybody's saying, hi, Toya.
Hi, Toya. Did you do the works?
And Faye says, you're never annoying. I love you too, Fefy.
I love you all so much. I want to give you a hug. And it's so annoying because teleportation isn't real and also the Ronies are a thing.
I know. I wanted to
Once
hug
you
my
live so far
cousin.
away, I want to give you also I have boobs, so I give wonderful hugs. Like even the people who hate hugs like my hugs.
Boobtastic hugs.
Yeah. Look,
Um,
the best accessory for hugs are boobs. It is a fact.
Emily Han said, I made food and I'm eating, but we'll have to jump back into the works too. I'll still be here listening, but boo work. And she said,
Yeah.
boo, cushy hugs. And Laurie said, the Ronies are still around. Everyone take care. Yeah,
Yeah.
my cousin wore his mask the whole time I was doing his hair. And I just
Yeah.
wanted to hug my big boy baby.
Emily, do the things. I believe in you. You can do it. Yeah.
And Faye
Such
said,
Yeah, the Ronies are definitely still here. Everyone take care of yourselves.
and
Yeah. Eeyore gets me with the cushy hugs. Yeah, my friend. Yeah, I think you're the same height as some of my friends.
the head goes in the boobs.
Yeah, the head goes in the boobs. Like it has to happen. I'm sorry. I love you, Toya. You're the best. You're also the best, Emily. Have we? Oh, we have reached the Spider-Man meme section of
Yes.
this stream. You're amazing. No, you're amazing. Stop talking crap about yourself. No, you stop talking crap about yourself.
Laurie has cushy hugs too.
Cushy hug gang. Faye getting squashed by all the boobs. Ruthie, I love you. Okay, so where do I start? Do I start with my reason? Oh, Mo. I'm going to give the reason and then I'm going to tell you why I rage quit that telenovela that I told you the other day. That I didn't have time to tell you because you needed to wrap up your stream. So this writer mentioned that to do research for her book, she watched some telenovelas. And I was like, you know what? That is great because I love me a telenovela. They are ridiculous and dramatic. And she was like, I love to watch TV, but I don't do it so often because this highlighter though. Because what gets me about TV shows, like regular American TV show series, is that I don't know how they're going to end. And you know why I don't know how they're going to end? Because they keep making storylines longer, so they get more episodes, so they get renewed, so they make it to the 100 episodes, so they get syndication rights. And I was like, oh my God, that is exactly my thing. Like, as a romance reader, I know the couple that I'm rooting for is going to be together in the end. Also, I know it's going to be a happy ending. Call me naive or whatever, or like boring. I don't care. I love that shit. If you call me vanilla, you can whip me up and put me on a cupcake. I don't give a fuck. uh, I love that. I love that certainty. And she was expressing something similar as well. Like, she loves the certainty of a good telenovela because telenovelas have an end date.
Okay.
Usually they are like they plot the beginning, then they will go to they have the beginning and the middle planned out, and then the ending pretty soon. So I use these two highlighters together.
It looks really good. Everyone is talking about boob fight in the chat and Thorn taking pictures.
She is blinding. She looks blinding. And I'm going to do this blush because I'm wearing orange. And I think it would be appropriate. Ooh, okay. We're going to be blushy today, everyone. But I love it. And yes, I'm doing blush across the nose because we love it as well. So, the telenovela that I was talking about that I was talking to you the other day, the one with the sister who went to Europe to change her face, that no longer counts as a telenovela to me because it's breaking the rules. Like, I'm sorry, writers and actors and the network in general. You're no longer a telenovela, you're a soap opera, American style. Because soap operas last forever. This thing has been going on for 2.5 years. Then a break because of the Ronies. Then they came back. And now I look at the news and they're like, oh, there's new spoilers. New characters are going to join and more characters are going to die. Tell me what's more soap opera than this? Like,
nothing really.
Like, they literally wanted to go on forever. Like, forever and ever. Amen. Okay, I love my uncooked chicken face palette. Thank you again, Faye. I love my uncooked chicken face palette. I'm going to do a little bit of bloop as well. And I put on my highlight first so it blends and it's not a stripe with the blush.
Everybody is liking the highlighter in the chat.
I love the highlighter.
Isabel,
thank you.
Oh, Isabel has a very important question. Wait, telenovelas and soaps are not the same.
They are not the same. That's what I was going to. That was the point I was going to with this interview that I watched, that I listened to, with this romance writer who wrote a romance between a telenovela star and a soap opera star. And this is something that I know because I have watched both and I know the difference, but they explain it pretty well. Like, a telenovela is usually like, telenovelas and soap operas have similar elements. The central story is a romance. They are very dramatic. Ridiculous stuff happens. The good guys are very good. The bad guys are very cartoonishly bad, etc., etc. However, for a telenovela to be a telenovela, it has to end. It has to have an end date. Soap operas can go for 20 years, and people are going to tune in for 20 years. There's going to be people who are going to die. There's going to be a next generation who's going to become like the new couple, who's going to be the central story. No. So telenovelas are about one story, one family, whatever. Usually they have big cast as well, but it's like just that story and then it ends. And if you want the story to continue, sometimes the telenovela will have a sequel. It's just one thing. It airs every day, Monday to Friday, and it eventually has an ending. The average Chilean telenovela back in the day used to be 90 episodes. Then some of them have gone up to 100, and now we have this abomination who is now officially a soap opera because of the extension of it, that is going to try to go on for like 3 years. Like this show has lasted so long that during the Chilean anti-government protests last year, it was a meme amongst protesters. Like there was literally a sign that said, "Never give up, don't stop fighting. I will be there by your side until this show ends." Because they were like, because this show is called Verdades Ocultas. They were like, "I will be there with you until Verdades Ocultas ends."
And Verdades Gerdutas outlasted the
the show has outlasted. I mean, the protests are still going on because our government still fucking sucks, but they're not as daily as they used to be because the Ronies. However, I believe this show is going to outlast everything, and the actors as well. They're like, okay, unless they kill us, we're in this for life. They're like, unless my character gets killed, I am hired on this thing for life, which good for them because it's hard to keep a job during a pandemic. But also, what more storyline can you get out of this thing? It is absurd. Did I tell you that the villain got shot like 50 times?
Yes.
We saw him get shot. We saw him die. And now he's back.
Yes. You told me that. And he was haunting the people while he was dead.
Yeah, and he like, the new villain who is his sister was going through some shit because she fell in love with the extremely useless male protagonist. I hate that man. Like, I hate other men in other shows, but this man, jail. Send him to an island. I don't know. Do something with him that keeps him away forever. I hate him. So, she fell in love with this guy. And coincidentally, her brother started appearing in her house. Except he wasn't appearing in her house. He was showing up to her house for real because he is not dead and he is pissed off that she has betrayed him by... Oh, wait, I forgot to mention the most important thing. He betrayed her by falling in love with the male protagonist, who is the guy who shot him like 50 times. When I tell you this shit is wild, this shit is wild. This isn't... I would like to clarify, this isn't even the telenovela that I rage quit.
Christine says, otherwise, who knows? Gotta see the body, and even then, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah. You know that gif that Eeyore uses every time she's back from a carrot conference? The one with the guy opening the coffin? Yeah. kind of that, except without the opening of the coffin, because the funeral was years ago, because there was a time jump that was like, I want to say at least 10 years. The male protagonist, who is a useless piece of shit, I'm going to keep repeating it because, oh my God, was in jail for all that time for killing a guy who wasn't even dead. Like, you're so useless, you couldn't even kill a person right. So, since Faye sent me, wow, my lips are dry. Since Faye sent me color flop stuffs, I'm pairing it with the color flop Ariel lipstick. However, my lips are dry, so we're going to have to fix this while I keep talking about telenovelas. Why are you the way you are? We're going to have to call in reinforcements, everyone. Okay, so what was I saying?
About the protagonist not dying and the people being in jail and not for killing him even though he wasn't dead.
Yeah, the bad guy died, but he actually didn't die. And the protagonist, who I hate, was in jail for a crime that he didn't commit, but he committed many other crimes. His many other crimes are being an asshole and not being smart and having a random ass relationship with the villain, the female villain, the guy, the bad guy's sister. This is also the telenovela with an offensively bad, and I'm going to make the emphasis in offensive, gay storyline, offensively.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Protagonist best friend is in love with him, except they went to every shitty stereotype in the book. Which honestly doesn't surprise me, because this is the same network that during the 90s did Divorce is Ruining Families and abstinence only type crappy PSAs. So
Eeyore says, of course. Christine said, charges, being an asshole, poor relationship choices, straight to jail.
Yeah, like, I swear, protagonist, asshole guy, has slept with everyone who moves, who is a woman and a villain. I swear. While claiming he's in love with the female protagonist. And then he's like, he was just there. She was there. I'm a man. What did you expect me to do? Like, not be a cheating piece of garbage? That's what I expected you to do? Is this better? I think so. My lips were crusty. Crusty. So anyway, I completely got derailed. That's how you know I was very emotional today because of my gift, and also That's how you know I don't have notes. But yeah, so this show is absolutely ridiculous. And like, if it were absolutely ridiculous, but I knew that it's going to end in December, I would be like, okay, this is a telenovela. But since this show is absolutely ridiculous and it's never going to freaking end because it is like the moneymaker for that network. So they're like, we need the monies. We need the monies. It's a pandemic. No one's getting monies. We need the monies. So they're going to keep going with it. So it no longer deserves the title of telenovela. It's a soap opera.
Annie says we were outside social distancing. It was cold. And
Nice.
everyone is raging about the telenovela.
Thank you for your solidarity, everyone. I love you so much. This is also the I love my friends stream. Y'all are wonderful. Like, because I know maybe somewhere in your heart, you're like, what is she even talking about? But the fact that you're here listening to me ramble about things you probably don't care about, it's the highlight of my entire existence. So that was the difference between telenovela and soap opera. I have personal reasons for not doing TV shows or not watching TV shows, and personal and other like more like related to like the structure of how a TV show works. The personal reasons is that when the writers pull absolute nonsense, I will rage quit your show. I don't care. Like, you already betrayed my trust as a viewer by putting absolute nonsense on it, by retconning something that didn't need to be retconned, by including an incredibly offensive storyline, something like that.
Rufy says I am enjoying Krusty. Request repeat soundbite of Krusty.
Krusty. That's how I say that's how I say crusty, because it's extremely crusty. It's not crusty, it's crusty. It is crusty. And I can do that because I speak Spanish. And I know how to roll my R's, but Ruthie also knows how to roll her I's because she speaks Spanish as well. And she does it very well. And she doesn't Spanish play me despite
which is the most important.
Despite knowing Spanish very well. I appreciate you so much, Ruthie. You are absolutely fantastic. Thank you for being here, by the way. I'm going to do apply, blood, reapply. Did I mention that this is the ColourPop Ariel lipstick? And this is like pretty much one of my favorite nude lipsticks. Because
it looks really good on you. But
because I want a dupe of this that is in Color Flop.
But all lipsticks look good on you. The proper lipsticks might dupe it.
Yeah, I am excited for those. I am like, proper lipsticks?
Igor says, I love rolling my R's. And Lori says, so do I. I lived in Spain.
Oh, that's amazing, Lori. I love it. Like I mentioned, I have Spanish ancestry, so that's why I check myself constantly so I don't have big colonizer energy. Also, like I mentioned, part of that Spanish ancestry is Basque, so they are from the part of Spain that is like, you know what, fuck Spain. So we want to be independent, fuck Spain. So Anyway, so speaking of terribly offensive storylines, I'm going to tell you the other telenovela that made me rage quit. Like, I remember this one is from the early 2000s, and I remember having watched it, and I had two thoughts. Thought number one was the male protagonist. This is the first telenovela in which I don't find the actor unattractive. Because like, he is a tall guy with short guy energy. He doesn't carry himself like a tall guy. He's like, you know, when someone is tall, but their personality is hunched over? Not them, their personality. Yes. Yeah. So this guy played a whole bunch of characters whose personality was hunched over. I feel like in this one, he was in his full height, you know? So that's the one good thing that show has, though. And it's not enough for me to continue watching. I'm sorry, like, it's not enough. If you do something that is absolutely ridiculous and greatly offends me, I am going to be like, okay, you know what? Bye forever. And I remember no longer watching that show, but it's been so long. This has to have been when I was a teenager, and now I am very much no longer a teenager. So I was like, okay, so I didn't like this one. Why didn't I? I don't remember. And then I turned on the TV one day because I was watching my other telenovela, and then I went like to the kitchen or something, and the other one started right after. And there's this family scene in which all the characters, the telenovela is set in a circus. It's a circus family. I should have known better. I should have known that everyone was acting like a clown. The telenovela it's about a circus. They were giving me all the hints. Anyway, so yeah, this family, they're a circus family. Everything's great. And then the female protagonist announces that she has come back after many, many years to get her daughter back. But her daughter thought that she was her niece because she was raised by the protagonist's sister. So like, that's okay. That's a plot line that happens in a lot of shows, like your mom's not your real mom, your dad's not your real dad, whatever. But then she mentions that the father of this girl is tall guy who is now actually tall guy. And the daughter has like a whole thing. She starts crying. She makes a lot of drama. She leaves. Everyone goes to comfort her, whatever. So far, as you can see, this is a very normal storyline for a telenovela. But then the mother of the protagonist and the sister of the protagonist, who was the adoptive mother of this character, is like, they have a conversation that is like, did you know that this guy was the father? And the mother of the protagonist is like, of course I didn't. If I had, I wouldn't have allowed my own granddaughter to fall in love with her father. And I was like, okay, I'm out.
Say what now? That's
The
some
daughter,
real messed up
the
stuff.
daughter fell in love with this guy because he was the hot new guy at the circus. And it turns out that he is her biological father.
Wow.
And like, okay, that's a storyline. And after that story, and I was like, after that storyline gets solved, the telenovela can go back on track. The problem is that storyline takes forever to get solved because this kid is fucked up, obviously, by the whole situation.
I could imagine.
So they keep operating under the premise that this, instead of being a family drama, it's a love triangle. And I'm
But
like,
that's her father,
and I'm
isn't
like,
it?
and I'm like, ma'am, this is incest. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Like, so I was like, that is so, and the fact that no one was like, hey, maybe this is a little fucked up, even for a telenovela. Can you dial it down? The fact that that this is a storyline that got approved by a television network that is owned by the Chilean government. This is the Chilean state TV network that is making this telenovela. Do
That's
you
it.
understand that? Like, do you understand that? Like, you know, I'm not will nobody think of the children kind of person, but
That's very messed up.
there are lines that you don't cross. So
And
I
that is
was
one of
like,
them.
that crossed all the lines because they keep operating under the premise that this is like, and a lot of people kept explaining to me like, oh, but they know that it's wrong. Yeah, but you
They're
know,
still doing it.
a TV show or a movie or a book in which there's like, for example, an abusive relationship. And the writer, like the creator, keeps insisting like, oh, I wrote this abusive relationship to let people know that abuse is bad. However, there's no one in canon, there's nothing in the text that clearly shows the message that the abuse is bad. This is the same. There's nothing in canon that is like, hey, 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 this is fucked up. Cut it out. Cut it out. So, look, people will ship the randomest and weirdest things ever. So, you, as a television writer, have the responsibility to write something in which people are not going to ship something fucked up. And they didn't do that. Like, I know maybe it's like you're too on your high horse or whatever, but you know what? I will stay on my high horse. I will be front of the cavalry. I will fight. Like we discussed previously, I am not person, I am knife. I don't care. So yeah, that you want to get me to rage quit a show? Write a terribly offensive storyline and then don't address it at all. Like that is, I don't understand. Are there new comments? What are the comments
No,
saying?
I don't see any new comments. Laurie and Rufy were talking about being the same person because they love Basque culture. My comment is that telenovela reminds me of the book Flowers in the Arctic. I don't know if you know that whole like series.
I have heard of it. I haven't read it. However, the telenovelas produced in that network are usually a loose adaptation of a book, another telenovela. Like they're a loose adaptation of another piece of media, but made into a telenovela. Like that channel has a whole bunch of Shakespeare adaptation type telenovelas, which I am not mad. I am not mad about that. But about this one, I am. So yeah, is it as messed up? Mo?
Yes. Flowers in the Attic, there's like 3 books in the series. When I was in high school, everyone was reading that author, I forget her name, and her books always have incest in them.
Oh my
Always.
god. Yeah, that's
Always.
a no-no for me. That's a no-no. That's a no-no for me, and also that's triggering for people like why?
And I didn't understand why everyone was reading it, because the grandmother locked her grandchildren up in the
Mm-hmm.
attic, but I feel like the children were from incest or something, and then the kids themselves started having incest too, and then they burned down the house. But
Yeah,
um,
that's incredibly awful.
I just
And
remember making the conscious decision to just not read it. I was just like, no.
yeah, because like that's a
Yes.
little
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
So Laurie says Flowers in the Attic is gross, and Annie says it's by V.C. Andrews. All her books are just like full of incest.
Like I get as a writer like trying to process shit, but when you try to process shit and you don't do anything to like address why it's bad, I'm like, okay, so we are not doing this anymore. So that's why I decided to quit that show. Like I love me a convoluted telenovela storyline, but that is not only convoluted, that is like
Gross.
it's gross, it's terrible, it's making people feel bad. Like there are people who are genuinely triggered by that. Like no, 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 no. Also, I should have I will find the timestamps and put a trigger warning on the replay when I post it. Because yeah, that's I hope I wasn't I tried to be as less detailed as possible, but yeah, it was gross. And teenager Fefy made a good decision not watching that.
Teenager Mo made a good this decision not reading V.C. Andrews. People
Yeah,
were so into
like
her, and I tried to read it. I was just like, this is gross. This is still gross. This is so gross. Why are people reading this?
yeah, I get that people are into different things, but there are things that that I'm like definitely not into at all. So I mean, the other thing that gets me to there are storylines that are less annoying or like less gross that get me to that are just annoying that get me to quit a TV show, like random love triangles that are between actual people who are more believable having a love triangle. They annoy me as well. Also, if the male protagonist keeps fucking up, but the narrative on the show in the show keeps justifying him. So this other show, the soap opera, I am no longer watching. I mean, I watch like an episode a month because it moves very slow, and I read all the snarky comments on Twitter, and that's the extent as to which I watch it. But I think I'm going to quit even the snarky tweeting because it's beyond saving. And every time I go on Twitter, they're like, "This guy is terrible. Why do women like him even?" And that is like pet peeve number one. A dude bro who continues to be a dude bro for the entire duration of the show, and no one checks him. And when people check him, they are made to be the villain. And everyone's like, "You're such a good person, but where? Where is it? Where's the the good person actions? You're doing none."
And we know from canon that is a pet peeve of Fefy.
Yeah, Yeah.
And they're talking about the writer. I said, Laurie says, other than the gross factor from the little I read, they was just shitty writing. And Christine says she's super prolific, which I believe so, because there were a lot of those gross books.
She is very prolific. I haven't read her because it always gets, and like, why are those books so widely available here? Like, I always see them in bookstores, but the romance novels that I read are nowhere to be found. Oh, right, because they tend to be by non-white people about non-white people. Anyway, the publishing industry is
And I
racist.
think they made like a TV movie or something, and I think it was on Lifetime.
Of
Watched
course,
it
it
the
was
other
on
day.
Lifetime. Of course, it was on Lifetime. Like, I mean, I don't know that it was on Lifetime, but also, of course, it was on Lifetime. Like,
Yes.
it that sounds lifetimey. That's a description that I give now to things. Lifetimey. So okay, so the other reason, now with American TV shows, I will quit them if they pull foolery, of course. I will also quit them if the writers give in into racist fandom. By this I mean, if one of the it usually happens when one of the protagonists is white and the other is black, and annoying racist fandom finds another white person in the cast to ship the white person with, because they can tolerate to see this character with a black person. And they get annoying on Twitter, they start campaigns, they go to cons and they give the writers shit, and then the writers are like, oh, we didn't mean to make this interracial couple a couple. They're just friends, and they hook the white person up with the other white person. And I'm like, okay, so the fandom is racist, the writers are racist, I'm out. That's like, that would be like pet peeve number 2, but honestly, it's actually kind of pet peeve number 1, part 2, because I have done that a whole bunch with a lot of shows, and it's something that keeps happening, and fandoms won't recognize that it's racist, and when the women in the fandom, who are usually the shippers, get called out for being racist and being like, I don't want this character with a black person. I want to see this person hook up with another white person. When they get called out on it, and they get called out on how toxic they are, they will hide behind, oh, you're being a misogynist, you're against shipping in general because it's a female activity. They will say all that stuff because, white womening, as always. White Nonsense Roundup. I'm going to link it on the YouTubes because there's too many Karens even in fandom. And if you want to learn why saying some certain things is actually racist, you shouldn't go ask a black person. You should educate yourself on your own. Anyway, see how I brought it back to White Nonsense Roundup? It all comes full circle. So yeah, that's something that will get me to. And usually they actually have the nerve to hook up this white person who's a protagonist with a white villain. Like, not even another good person. The brain,
Wow.
it's exploding.
Fawn said that Pat, Fefy. Fawn said,
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you. I knew. See, we are Spider-Man meme, because it's like you agree with me, I agree with you, we agree with each other. But yeah, like that is, and people will write dissertations and essays about how so and so fandom is so toxic, and they will only focus on the misogyny part, and they will never address that those women, those white women, were advocating for the black character to have a smaller part, that they were advocating for the black character to not be a love interest, because they found them not worthy of being a love interest. And I'm like, and people on my timeline will be sharing articles like that. And at this point, I have unfollowed and blocked people. But also at this point, when I see that shared, I'm like, why should I read that? They are not addressing the most important part, which is the racism. So I am always every time there's a show that has a black protagonist and they are trying to hook them up and they're trying to make them a love interest for a white protagonist, I fear for the actor's well-being on social media. They're going to get harassed. They're going to get treated like shit. And also, I fear that I'm going to get attached only to have racist, clueless writers undo what they were trying to do to please racist, clueless fans. So I'm like, you know what? No, bye. I'd rather not watch that and save myself the rise on blood pressure. So yeah, that's kind of like thing number one with me.
And Rufy is giving you all the thumbs up.
Thank you, Ruthie. I love you all because you understand me. So yeah, that's a thing for me. That's probably the main, like, that annoys me more than like a regular love triangle, which also annoys me because they don't write them well ever. Love triangles are very uneven because usually, and it tends to be like the first person, the character in the middle of the love triangle meets. It's usually like the first person is like the love of my life. I can't live without them. Blah 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 blah. And the other one is like, okay, so I kind of like them. I would make out with them eventually, maybe. And we're supposed to believe that this person is so conflicted between two people. And I'm like, they already said that they like one of the characters more. Why are you making it stop trying to make love triangle happen? It's not going to happen unless you write it extremely well. The moment this character made their choice, and even if they're not currently together with the person they chose, but if they have given all the signs that they're more in love with someone than they are with someone else, it's over for you. Move on to another storyline. So yeah, I have a serious reason. I have a not so serious reason in the term of in terms of writing.
Ooh. Lori says, I was in love triangle once. Stressful.
Yeah, it is like if you actually love the two people, it's actually stressful. But here they're trying to be like, oh, who will they choose? Like, who are they going to choose? Like the person that they love the most, of course, because the other person they kind of like, or they want to be their friend or something. Why am I a volcano of rage over this show? And also, like, I want to say, I understand, because in several fandoms, I have been told, like, you don't understand. You are too harsh on writers. I have friends who have worked in the industry and they're like, working here has made me less judgy because now I know that these people get notes from the network to extend the show. I understand that. But you could save yourself a whole lot of trouble by like not including that storyline in the first place. Like you can come up with something else because you're a creative person. Your work is being a creative person. Like, and wouldn't you like the critics to say that your storyline is super innovative? And not because you're an edge lord, but like because you actually wrote something innovative.
I was in a love triangle. One that I know of.
Where
win.
obviously it was the two people fighting for your love, or no?
No, that's not a love triangle. That's No's life.
Oh, of course.
That's not a love triangle.
I shouldn't have doubted you because you are beautiful and fantastic, and of course everyone's in love with you.
If you would like, I can tell the story.
Ooh, maybe Mo. We can leave that for the thing that I want to DM you about.
Okay.
Wink, 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 wink. I'm not winking because I'm bad at winking, but imagine that I'm winking.
I'm also in a love triangle with Rufy and her husband.
I mean, you are in a love triangle, but aren't you sister wives? Isn't that different? That's different. He's both your husband.
Yes.
Sister wife.
Do you know that Rufy's husband is mad at AC guy? If it was.
Oh my god. I mean, I am mad at AC guy because he has some nerve. Like,
ask Rufy how many things her husband gets mad at.
Oh my god, Rufy. This is hilarious. But like, tell your husband. I agree with him. I completely agree with Rufy's husband because AC guy could be one of those characters in telenovela that drive me up the wall, because like you gotta treat your girl right. Like you have a beautiful girl who you should treat right. Like what's happening? What isn't clicking about you have been blessed by the presence of this woman? Like,
bow down and worship.
Of course, like you are the queen. You are a beautiful, majestic mermaid queen who deserves all the good things. That's why people send you all the fancy makeups, because you deserve all the good things. Like seriously, like AC guy needs a reality check. Maybe you need a love triangle in which the two guys are fighting for your love. So someone challenges AC guy to a duel or something.
I can just tell AC guy about partially useful guy.
Ooh. AC guy versus partially useful guy would be.
You know, I thought partially useful guy.
I am doing my capucha dance.
Do you know, I thought partially useful guy spent a ton of money on my medication, but in fact, he bought me 2 months of medication.
Ooh, nice. It's good to have extra medication.
Wait, I think that's a love triangle because partially useful guy has a girlfriend. I forgot to ask him if he still has the girlfriend, but she lives in Canada. So that means
wait. Are we sure if that's a real girlfriend, because girlfriend in Canada is the oldest excuse in the book.
No, we're sure she's real because we know her parents.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
never really asked any
Because
details.
the moment you said he has a girlfriend in Canada, I was like, okay.
I've never asked any details because, I basically just ignored.
Oh, John is worried
Um,
he's going to have to go to St. Lucia
I know.
and kick some. Oh my God. Look, tell John that if ass kicking is necessary, I will go to St. Lucia first, because as we have as we have previously established, I am knife. Like, I don't have to challenge people to a duel to win someone's love. I will challenge you to a duel over my friends, who I also love, but different kind of love.
Look, okay. Toya, hair isolated, hidden away from everybody. Do not let me tell you about all the men. There's friends with benefits.
Mo casually dropped he has a girlfriend in Canada.
There's friends with benefits renegotiated. He has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
There's partially useful guy. He has a girlfriend. And there's a C guy who claims he doesn't have a girlfriend.
But as we know, AC guy is sketchy as heck. So I don't.
There's the butler guy who is madly in love with me. And then there's the taxi guy who stopped messaging me because he was annoying.
Oh yeah, it's good that he stopped messaging you because he was annoying. Meanwhile, in my life, I keep getting messages by people I used to have a crush on that never like me back. I'm like, leave me alone. I'm like, we're friends now. I like you as a friend, but please, can we be like low maintenance friends? I don't want to talk to you that much. And I know that's petty, because as a person with no game, I never told them that I like them. But like, stop hurting my feelings. Anyway, that was me.
They're missing out. It's their loss.
You keep saying that. I don't know.
As someone who just listed off a long list of men who are interested in me but don't actually make the effort, I tell you, you're not missing out. Men all over the world are the same. Useless.
Oh. I am a bicon. I am not only talking about men.
Wait, I meant the two people who are messaging you currently.
Oh, one of them is not. Yeah, one of them is a cis man. The other one isn't.
Ooh. Therefore, I correct. People all over the world are useless.
Oh, this person is kind of clueless about stuff, but like, I understand why. The guy, I don't leave that much. I don't give that much leeway to, because like, dude, I was there being fabulous, and you went and hooked up with someone else who's also fabulous, but like, I was the right choice anyway. Like, so this guy, we're friends. I want to clarify. I do love him as a friend. We're friends. I am not still hung up on him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Toya is threatening to summon Thorn so you can accept your greatness.
No, but if you summon Thorn, you're going to summon Lily, and she's going to start trying to eat their eyebrows, and I am concerned about that. Oh, Lily, I love her. And Thorn, obviously. I love them both. They are the same. They have the same energy, which proves that people sometimes are just like their pets. I was saying nothing. I was saying nothing. I am innocent. Well, I have nowhere to hide behind. I have nothing to hide behind. Wait a second. Faye sent me Faye sent me something to hide behind. You saw nothing.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. You saw nothing. Okay. So are you. I love you. Thank you. Yeah, I think this saga of both of you basically parenting each other is like the most delightful thing I have ever seen in my life. Like, it makes my cold dead heart, which I keep saying that it's cold and dead, but maybe not, grow several sizes.
I still can't get over that Catty bugs me every morning until I call my aunt.
Toya, you didn't have to rat me out. I think I summoned them with my self-deprecating energy. I'm sorry. Anyway, what was I saying? I went off on the tangent. Anyway,
we went off on a tangent. Love triangles. We were complaining about telenovelas trying to make love triangles happen.
And TV shows in general, they are very bad at writing them. They're never good. They're just not. Like, Outlander tried, but here's the thing: as soon as Claire is in love with Jamie, Frank is like, also Frank sucks. He's about as bad as Roger. Yay! I'm going to wrap up soon because I have only like 2 more points. So I am ready to go and charge my laptop so I can go be, my ride or die reflex is very strong, so I will be there supporting you. Excited. I'm excited. Oh, let me know, okay? Let me know. Snack and tea is very important. I need to eat as well.
I also need to make lunch.
Yeah, we were in a very low spoon also type situation here today, because going out into the people and going to the eye doctor and being like, having the eye doctor be like, I can't with you, basically. Like, he did it very politely. Like I put this lens on the thing and you can see. I put this other lens on the thing and you also can see. Like, when I tell you I can't see without my glasses or with them, I'm not kidding. Okay. You let me know. Mo, can you be alert, please?
Oh, sorry.
No, if you can be alert of when Thorn goes live, so I should open Twitch to do that also.
Okay, I will let you know as soon as they go live. I will get the notification.
Yeah.
I am also doing my makeup slowly but surely.
And I put
my new mented bronzer on and it looks really good. So I was distracted for a hot second.
Yeah, no, I was asking you to be alert for later. I know. Oh, wait a second. I'm going to turn off my camera for a bit because I need to go to the place where the charger is.
Okay. Um, Rufy says tea. I remember tea before the incident. Probably before the cat drank her tea.
There's a before and after in Rufy's life.
Emily Han says, I've been working but also kind of napping lol, but I love listening to you, Fefy.
Thank you so much. I am so glad that y'all are here and so supportive. And like, you fill my heart with joy. Am I going to be cheesy? I don't care. I don't care if that's cheesy. It's true. Okay, so let's hope that my sensitive as heck charger actually works. Why are you still giving me the notification that my laptop needs to be charged? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Why? Ugh. Anyway, so yeah.
I streamed. Then Eeyore streamed. Now you're streaming.
An official beauty crawl. I miss the crawl.
I know.
So I have something on my. This is the lipstick struggle. And now I left my mirror too far away. Clownery. I engage in it daily. I am going to find a palette with a mirror so I can look at the situation. Okay, so the other thing with TV shows, and it's like it's kind of the same issue but different, which is cancellation. Some TV shows last forever and never get canceled, even though they deserve it. Grey's Anatomy. Anyway,
I second that. There's people are saying things in the chat.
Yeah, and okay.
Emily Hannan says there is nothing wrong with cheese. Rufy says, Emily, was there a question about cheese? Laurie says, Emily, I don't know what was in reference to as I was out for a minute, but I agree, nothing wrong with cheese.
Oh, I was telling everyone, I was telling all of you that I love you very much and that you make my heart happy. That's what you missed. Oh, this chat is going.
Yes, everyone is laughing. Cheesy is good. Cheesy is good.
Yeah. We're cheesy here in LDT. We love each other aggressively and it's beautiful. And I love the love train. The love train never stops and it always picks you up. So anyway, what was I saying? The cancellation issue. Some shows never get canceled. They deserve it, but they never do. Others get canceled too freaking early. And you never have a way of knowing. Like Netflix is out there canceling shows all the time. Even shows that people love a whole bunch. Like, have I mentioned how terrified I am of the Bridgerton adaptation? Because I am terrified of it. It has a premiere date. It premieres on Christmas because they want to hurt me real bad. I believe they are adapting. By the way, this is the Bridgerton series by Julia Quinn, which are super famous romance novels that I really enjoy, even though a lot of them have problematic storylines and white nonsense. But the thing is, this TV show adaptation it's a Shondaland production.
Oh no.
I do not trust her. However, good thing it's a diverse casting. Good. I love that. However, she went and casted the most tragic character in the series as a black woman. Why did she do that? Yikes. Double yikes. triple X. Anyway, hopefully they'll change her storyline, except the tragic thing has to happen to her for the storyline in her book to be a thing. I am concerned. I have concerns, many of them. Anyway, so that
Ruthie needs to know which adaptation. And Toya says,
the Bridgerton series by Julia Quinn, which is a romance novel series, and Shonda Rhimes. That is the project that she left ABC for, or Disney for, and went to Netflix.
Annie says, I try to wait for shows to have at least 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Cobra Kai yet for this reason.
Yeah, there's many shows that I don't watch until the end, pretty much. And I keep checking in with people. I'm like, this show that I was interested about, is it still good? Has nonsense been pulled? Have they done something ridiculous? And my friends tell me, yeah, okay, they haven't done anything ridiculous. Everything's fine. You can watch it. You're probably going to continue to like this storyline. Like, it's still good. It usually doesn't happen, though. They're usually like, oh no, they killed this character that you would have loved, or they inserted this weird love triangle, or the fandom was racist and they did the thing that I explained previously, which is like ridiculous and awful. So yeah, I try to wait it out. The problem is now I wait it out to the point in which I end up not watching, though, because I trust no one. And I am very tempted to start watching this particular show when it premieres on Christmas. Here's the thing. If the adaptation is going to be book by book, I don't like the first book. I mean, I like the beginning of the first book, and then there's a storyline by the end that is very problematic, in which the female protagonist does something problematic that never sat right with me, and I think it was resolved in a rush. So unless they axe that, and all the fans of these books are like, we don't want this storyline here. Like, can you skip that? Can you change it? So maybe they will, but knowing Shonda, maybe they won't, and it will be a problem down the line. Or they can make it worse. They can put an Outlander and make it worse.
I feel like knowing Shonda 10 years from now, we'll be complaining.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's a Netflix show. Netflix is terrible about renewing shows. It usually doesn't. They usually don't last more than 3 seasons. And I'm annoyed because one of my favorite books is book 4 and 5. And I'm like, am I never going to see this adapted on TV? I'm already crying. Because and the funniest thing is, like, everyone, they released the trailer. I think it was the same day I did the premiere for my podcast. So 2 weeks ago. And people were like, okay, so this is my wish list of things that I want from this TV show. And it was like, those joke tweets that are like,
I thought today was Tuesday.
That's like, I have a list of petitions, and it's like the 10 things on the list are the same thing. And everyone was naming this couple that we all like, that isn't like many books down the line. And I was like, oh my God, I have found my people. You love the same things I do on this show. I don't have to fear you. Oh, that's the other thing. I have a very weird interaction with fandom. I don't follow fan pages that are not couple specific or character specific. If they're like a general, like they cover all the storylines or all the actors, all the characters, I don't follow them because they're usually like there's usually going to be a lot of content about characters I hate, and I'm like, I don't want to see that on the timeline. I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, they haven't talked more. So yeah, that worries me because they're the opposite of like a Shonda show. Like instead of lasting forever, they last too little, and they don't solve the storyline properly. And in the case of shows that last forever, it annoys me because I feel like the show loses its heart very quickly. Like at some point, I'm like, okay, so you're going for those syndication rights. Like I get it, we all need money. I support you on this, but why are you compromising everything that you wrote previously for this, for the show to last longer? Also, like when there's like issues with actors and stuff, which is also a typical Shonda thing, they don't know how to let them go in a way that isn't weird and petty. So yeah, that's also it. My street is very noisy today. I'm sorry.
Nothing new in the chat.
How's the makeup going?
It's coming along very well. I'm doing orange for Annie because everyone else did it, so I'm doing it too.
What are you using?
Safari Rain.
Ooh, Safari Rain. I love it. I love it. It's so nice. So pretty. Yeah, I was like, is there a shade on the Jackie on the Jackie palette that can work for Mo? Because I know you like it.
Oh, I just made a mistake. I have so much bougie makeups now, I have to rotate.
Yeah, now I have to now I have makeup to rotate as well. I'm excited. And brushes. Thank you once again. Thank you, Faye. This stream is sponsored by Faye. um, thank you, Faye, for sending me all those brushes because that means I can be less worried about washing them all the time, and my brush is like completely disintegrating one day, which is something that could have happened if I kept them. But those teeny tiny eye brushes, I'm so excited for those because small eye struggle.
Annie says oranges in the chat. She's very excited.
Yes, orange. Annie, did you see? Look, orange. Also, the highlighter is kind of orangey as well, but you can tell on this. This highlighter though, color flop. Why don't you do that things like that anymore? Why can't you stay doing nice things? Why do you have to do ashy things? Anyway, it's beautiful. I like it. I like it very much. Also, I wanted a glowy blush. The one that broke makes me sad, but I will try to salvage it. I will ask for instructions. What else was I going to say? I know there was something else.
Annie says I did, and it's gorgeous.
Thank you so much, Annie. I wanted to do you justice because you're also fabulous. So yeah, that's my thing with TV shows that has kind of stopped me from, like, I want to be like, a TV show marathon expert, but then if I watch something too early, like season one, and I love it very much, and then it turns out that the writers were like, okay, so we have to extend this, and they start pulling nonsense on season two. Again, the show that must not be named did that. Season one was the best. Fight me. Uh, um, I get very discouraged, and I'm like, why are they doing this? Why is there no payoff? There's usually no, like, they do terrible things, and then they're like, oh, fans have so little faith in us. Why can't you wait and see? And I wait, and I wait, and I wait forever and ever, and nothing good happens. There's no payoff, and that annoys me greatly. So yeah, I would watch more TV shows if I trusted writers, if I trusted the network, all those people, like the powers that be, to keep the viewer in mind. I don't think they keep the viewer in mind. The other thing
No,
that the other thing that annoys me currently is like the whole, most shows are about terrible people.
there is drama in the chat.
Oh,
Lori says, Ani, I'm sorry, I don't own anything orange. Ani says, insert Samuel GIF.
you summon the Samuel gif. You are now it's going to be like, you need it. You need it. You need the orange. Get you an orange. An orange thing. People in real life keep telling me that orange makes me look sick. And I'm like, if you mean sick as in cool, okay, but
These people have no taste.
I'm telling you, no taste. Like these people who have been calling me, especially the guy. I want to drive this point home, especially the guy. The other
I'm here for
person,
it.
like the other person, I will still fight for because they're great, but the guy. I mean, the guy I also like as a person in general, but when he's like, hey, let's be friends, I'm like, we're already friends, and we
Yeah,
are long distance friends for a reason. Like, I mean, he didn't know that I like him because when I decided to tell him, my spidey senses started to tingle, and I was like, "Oh, so he's hooking up with this girl." And my friend was like, "Oh no, they're not. You're making shit up." And then he goes and he tells his friend, who never shuts up and is terrible at keeping secrets, that he slept with this girl. And I'm like, see, I was right. I was right. When are people going to admit that I'm right? All the time. Always.
I just have to announce that I just found the second compartment with the little brush on the Milani blush and the mirror that I didn't know was there before.
Yeah. Those have a brush and a mirror, and it's a thing. It's a thing. I like it, but it's those packages. That package is like bulky, but also kind of cute in a way. I know people hate
Yeah.
it. I know people hate it, but like, there's something about that is like, I don't know. Maybe it's like nostalgic or something. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. I like those
So
blushes.
now
Those blushes.
Christine is coming and said it's truly shocking that Lori doesn't have orange. And Lori
Yeah,
said she's so pink, orange just doesn't work on her. I think Fefy might beg to differ.
I am. I am pretty pink as well in most parts of my face. Like, I don't know if you see how I do my face. What I do is like I conceal the pink parts, and then for the cheeks, I let them be pink because blush, you know. And orange, looking pretty fancy on me, you know. You know what I need to do? More eyebrow. Not more eyebrow hair because I have plenty, but if I want the brows to hold, honestly. By the way, I did research on that brow product that Eeyore mentioned the other day, the MAC one. But the price is terrible.
Mm.
Like, it's 20,000 pesos. That's my electric bill some months. I can't spend the whole price of a bill on a product that I'm going to have to be repurchasing eternally. Also, the lightest shade is out of stock on the website.
Laurie says sometimes I wear warm colors but not really orange. I have blue eyes, so orange would complement them.
Yeah, it would. My eyes are usually green, not all the time because I'm albino and I have more green eyes. Um, and my favorite color because of that is purple because it makes my eyes look greener. But I also like the orange. Me not knowing what side of the this is very confusing because it's all mirrored.
Thorn says they're going live when I get back they get back from the store.
Okay. I am ready. I have Twitch open to do the raid. Don't worry. Thank you for watching. Thank you everyone for watching. You're the best. So there's something else I wanted to say. I don't remember. This is what happens. Children, this is what happens when you don't have notes. Don't make my mistakes.
Oh, I thought you had notes.
I don't have notes. I just, my brain is like full of this subject. I was going to say nonsense, and then it was going to sound so self-deprecating, and the entire Spider-Man brigade was going to go after me. But my brain is full of these thoughts because I have been in fandom since telenovela fandom. And that's going to be a subject for another day. There's going to be a really special episode in which I'm going to delve into that. So don't worry, I'm going to talk about that. But like, I have been engaging with TV shows in a very like, I analyze every detail, and I know which season is on TV because I know the main character's haircut. Like, I am that person, so I do have a lot of thoughts on that, and I was like, I have no time for notes because I procrastinated it. So I'm sorry. I don't know if this is the quality content that you were looking for, but you do enjoy listening to me speak, and that is very flattering, and I love you very much. And I keep saying this because I am so happy. I can't even. Anyway, so yeah, like I think that I am lying to everyone about watching TV shows at this point. My biggest lie is I'm going to watch that later. Later never comes because I overthink I overthink this kind of stuff. Like when I tell you that when I was very immersed in some TV shows, if something happened that was bad on that TV show, my blood pressure was out of whack for the entire day. I am not joking. Oh, thank you. That is so nice of you. Also, crafts. I like crafts. Thank you. Thank you everyone for listening. Because like maybe you agree on something that I'm saying, like maybe you're not as extreme as me with TV shows. Like honestly, there are certain episodes of the medical drama that must not be named that are burned into my mind because they upset me so much. They turned my entire day into crap. Like some episode I would watch during. This is a tale, a tale of the Depression years when I would watch live streams of American channels on the internet. Why? To watch my favorite TV shows live. So I remember turning off the live stream and feeling like I had a fever. You're not supposed to feel like that after watching something that is a recreational activity for you, by the way. If you're watching a TV show and you're like, should I take my temperature after it? Please stop watching that show. It's messing with your health. Like, that sounded extremely dramatic, but I can't help myself. I am extremely dramatic. Ooh, is there something good on the bakery aisle? I say, as someone who lives on the other side of the continent and is going to get it and is not going to get anything. I'm very upset because mommy's pound cake is no more. We ate the whole thing. I'm going to have to bake something to soothe myself from the sadness that the absence of baked goods has created in this household. Yeah.
Does the bakery that mommy goes to for bread sell other things?
Sadly, no. I mean, they sell like commercially available, like pre-packaged, like cookies and stuff, but actual baked goods, like for actual baked goods, she has to go like a few blocks away, and that is sometimes it's not worth the effort because they don't sell our favorites every day. Like they have some cookies, like butter cookies that are really nice, like they're like melt in your mouth good, but sometimes they don't have them, and you make the trip for nothing, and it's upsetting. That's why I am a comedy person. This is my media consumption. I am a comedy person for TV and movies, but I have issues with romantic comedies. That's also something that's going to be another story for another day. I am thinking about bringing a special guest, wink wink, nudge nudge, to talk about that. So yeah, comedies like in general, but I'm also really picky about comedies because sometimes they're offensive, blah blah blah. You know the drill. And for books, I'm a romance novel kind of person, and those have happy endings. And also, I do a strict vetting process for those books. Like the Secret Service is jealous of me because I can vet things better than they can. Wow, English. So yeah, I am very picky because sometimes what I have noticed is like networks and TV show writers hop on like trends, and they're like, okay, so the show in which the main character in which the main character is an asshole is a trend now. And I don't like those shows because sometimes, like, I don't want to say that they completely contributed about the glorification of the asshole person, but kind of.
Yes, I agree with you.
Like they are. But here's the thing: what bothers me about a show that it's about an asshole is not that the character is an asshole, is the fact that they don't get checked. Like if they have,
The chat is agreeing with you.
yeah,
Toya says they turn one of the yeah,
yeah,
and
breaking
she
up.
said,
That's my thing, Toya. I am a sheeper. If they break up a beloved couple for no damn reason, I am like, you would think that with Outlander I wouldn't have the problem because the main couple gets married in the first season and then they're forever in love with each other. But what was the 20 years of separation? Like, I want to speak to a manager. I want to speak to all the managers. They turn one of the characters into a whole other unlikable person. Yeah. They either turn someone that had no business being unlikable into an unlikable character, or they base the show on an unlikable character, and then they don't check the reasons why that person is unlikable. Like, they have people helping them even though this person treats them like shit. The people who check them and who are like, hey, cut it out, are framed as villains or hated by the fandom even though the character is not framed as a villain in canon. And that is an irksome kind of situation. I am irked by it. Like, I am going to get the Chibampis back if I keep talking about this, honestly, because like it makes me upset. Like, and the whole, oh, but the good people are boring. But yeah, but if you write them creatively, they don't have to be. Oh yeah, yeah. That happens. Like, I never trust shows in which a character has a long lost dead person that they love, or the other annoying shit. Like, this character is divorced. The character and their partner hate each other, and their ex-partner hate each other. That's why they got divorced. And then this character gets with the character we're actually rooting for. And then the ex comes back and it breaks up the couple and they get back together, even though they had a lot of problems in their marriage. Like, you had problems in your marriage. That's why you got divorced. Why are you back? Why are you back with this person instead of being with the protagonist that we all love? And you actually, I mean, like, I'm going to say it here, chemistry is entirely subjective, but sometimes you can tell when a couple has no chemistry. Either way, like, I am contradicting myself, I know, but sometimes a couple that is trying to be pushed into us has no chemistry. Wink, wink. Roger and Brianna. Wink, wink. Anyway, moving on. Is this podcast Fefy is shady about Outlander for 2.5 hours or for 2 and something hours? We don't know. Maybe.
Fefy is always shady about Outlander.
Fuck Roger. Yes. Yes, like. Also, let's talk about Brianna for a second. I am going to do it for Faye. Brianna in the books, like, my girl, she's a lesbian icon. And you're going to tell me that she's in love with a man. And you're going to tell me that she's in love with that man. On top of that, like, she's tall, she's strong, she looks like her dad, she does outdoorsy things. She's she's a stereotype, but honestly, like, there's no heterosexual explanation for that. I do also contain. Yeah. Thank you, Lori. That's an appropriate quote. I contain multitudes. I always say that.
I have finished my makeups.
I look. We need to make this happen, even though it's probably going to end up being like the Fuck Roger podcast. I hate him so much. I also hate Frank, honestly. I mean, she is not literally in the book, but there's a whole bunch of hints that tells you, like, the only reason this character is straight is because the writer is a straight white woman who all she does is talk nonsense. She's incredibly misogynistic as well. So, of course, that shit goes hand in hand.
Sharon is here.
Hello, Sharon. It's okay. I'm going to put the replay on YouTube and you're going to be able to watch. Also, Sharon, did you know? Faye sent me a package and I got it today. Let me show you. I'm going to keep doing this because I'm so happy.
Laurie said, "Hey Sharon, we already discussed boob fights. Fefy got a package from Faye, and I am quoting poets and writers."
Thank you for that summary, Laurie. I really and that's what you missed on Fefy's podcast. Look at these are my makeups. I am very this is going to be a makeup break. Anyway, anyone? Makeup break. I'm very intrigued by this palette. The Ace Booty palette. For booty goose. Also, Sharon, look at this. The perfect uncooked chicken face palette. Curated by Miss Faye herself. Because she's got the range. She's got the skill and she's got the taste. Also, a whole bunch of super cute things in this little bag, which is also adorable. How did you know that I like sequins? I really like sequins. Mommy doesn't like them. Ooh, another thing I could have used for when I do this look again, I'm going to use this one. I don't know if you can see. This packaging is great, by the way. I love it as well. Also, I need glasses. I need glasses for my glasses to be able to read. My glasses need glasses for me to be able to read.
Everyone is saying the palette is gorgeous. Wow, it's perfect for you.
Also, I'm going to say it again because Faye, you know me so well.
And Toya said, one LGG person has more creativity than all of ColourPop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those look fantastic. I want to swatch them, but I have the Itchy Bumpies still on my hands, so But like, look at this, everyone. Look at this. Look at this. This is the Cinderella one. Because I love Cinderella. Thank you, Faye. It's pretty. Also, she got me a gajillion eye brushes, which is, I think like she got tired of hearing me be like, I don't have enough brushes, I need to wash them, I'm tired. Also, what is this one? This one is tight. Purple! Lilac! My favorite! Ah! I can do the pterodactyl screech. I'm sorry. But imagine that I am pterodactyl screeching. Oh, and she got me the LGG coloring page for me to color. I am excited for that. I need to get pencils though. I don't have them. I gave my coloring pencils to my niece. So I'm going to have to buy a pack. I'm going to put this back. And she got me another blush and another glowy blush, but the glowy blush sadly broke and we're going to do surgery on it. But I am excited for that one because it's super pretty. It's beautiful. I love it. Yes, you know me. Thank you. They are super. Did you see? Did you see? Like, I am blinding. Look at me. I am highlighter. I am not person. I am knife, and also I am not person. I am highlighter. they are gorgeous. Like, I want to bathe in them. I did a mix of the two in the palette because they are so pretty, so pretty. Seriously, you don't know how happy you made me, because I have been down in the dumps about friendships lately. I feel like friendship breakup is maybe coming to my life here in my country, and you being sweet and supportive and being here with me and Faith sending me this super amazing beautiful package. It's honestly the highlight of my entire year. Also, did I even English there? I am not sure. I have cousins, but they are we're practically they might as well be my siblings. I mean, I do have siblings, but they are half siblings that I know about, but because mommy doesn't know that I found them. It's a secret between all of you and me. But my cousin, my favorite cousin, who is funnier than me, if you can believe it, has a beautiful and delightful little girl who wants to be a YouTuber, and the day she becomes a YouTuber, it's over for all of us, because she is an absolute star. Like, she is like, how old is she? She's like 4, and she already has her intro for her videos down. I know because my cousin sends me videos all the time. did you like the Cats movie? Are you like Ari, who made a whole podcast about the Cats movie and how much he's into it? Because if so, that's great. By the way, I mean, I don't know about the movie, but sounds hilarious. Mo, how is your makeup coming along?
Well, I didn't like it, but then I
Oh
changed the
no!
lighting and it's photographing better.
Oh, lighting always helps. Like the different. I don't do lighting. I do natural lighting, and the difference between a makeup look for me is whether it's more or less sunny here, depending on if it's gloomy. I usually don't like my makeup.
And it's gloomy today, so
Oh yeah, gloomy. It's like some people say that it's like good light, but sometimes it can wash you out. I have found. Also, my phone camera is like she's struggling, but mommy's one is a bit is a bit too intense. Also, the phone is too big for me to do eye close-ups. Like if I'm going to use a mirror to be able to see that I'm taking the picture, it's not good for me to not be able to see to not be able to see the mirror because the phone is blocking it, you know? That's the problem with mommy's phone.
yes.
I'm I'm afraid of the Cats movie. Valid. That's valid. Fun fact. Mommy loves cats. I don't know if the new movie though, but the musical, yeah, she's one of those people that get canceled by musical by theater kids everywhere because she loves cats. Please don't come collect my mother. I love her.
Okay,
She
these pictures will have to do.
Oh
If you would like to see the makeup, I can indulge you.
yes, show me. I want to see. We're going to have a Mo interlude because Mo is the most delightful. I am going to put you on bigger. So turn your camera
Oh,
on.
wait, first I should start my camera, huh? Okay.
So
Let
lighting.
me try to get some lighting. Let me know if you can see all right. Oh, I broke it. I broke my
Oh no!
lighting.
Oh no!
Hold on. Hold on. I had to turn off the overhead light and turn on just the ring light to take the pictures and get rid of the outside gloominess. But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
I need to see in which ways you are flexing on us today. Because
hold on. Yeah,
every makeup look by Mo is a flex, whether she likes it or not.
there we go. Can you see it?
Ooh, look at her! Oh, you're so glowy. You're
That
so
is part
glowy.
of the problem. I am so glowy that it cannot photograph because I have the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer and then I sprayed my face with MAC Fix Plus.
I don't see the problem. Shiny, yes. See, Thorn agrees with me.
I'm
And
also
they are
wearing
also
a
light
lot of the Boogies
every
makeup.
day. So.
I
The
have the
shiny,
Charlotte.
look at the shinies. The inner corner, I love it as well.
It is
You
in
know, you know, I am an absolute sucker for a bright inner corner highlight. I am inner corner highlight all day, every day.
it is where is it? It is on my it is this color from Safari Rain. It's called Lioness. Right here.
That palette is so beautiful. Like How?
So this is it. I hope y'all can see it okay, because I have potato. It's probably dirty too. Hold on.
You
This
are
is
so far off. You are so far off from potato. You're a delicious potato, Mo.
well, I do enjoy a good
That
potato.
didn't come out right, but I'm sticking to it.
I have been told I am delicious. Wink, wink.
I by people who have taste and are very right about you. I bet it was an AC guy though. He's clueless.
A sea guy is clueless. I don't think a sea guy has even touched my hand because, ma'am, ma'am, we are in a pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah, like a glistening sweet potato. I don't care. Like we're going to go with these analogies because like Mo is so
I give us
beautiful
some more lights.
that it goes beyond words. Like
Hello, here's some more light. Some iPhone camera light. I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter.
of
So I'm
course,
very
because
busy
she's
right now.
bougie, because she's bougie now. She's a bougie booty ghoul.
But I'm flexing the lashes by wearing the Wet n Wild.
You're wearing the wimpiest mascara in the history of mascara, and your lashes look like that. Like, get out of here.
This is
How
a
dare
flex.
you?
This is a flex. Remember when Vinegar flexed her husband? I'm gonna flex my eyelashes.
You mean Mario? It's a me,
You
Vinegar's
mean
husband.
Jamie from Highlighter? From
Yeah.
Outlander, Jamie?
Oh, she's not a Claire though. She's a
Nope.
Leary at best. She's a Leary at best.
I'm flexing that I use the Mented bronzer and I almost have cheekbones like my mom. But y'all know my whole mom is a flex. I'm flexing my mom.
Oh my god, your mom though. Have you seen Mo's mom? She's an icon, a legend, like Mo. But like honestly, like we love Mo's mom in this household. Also, I am entirely going to attribute mommy your mom praying for my country to us winning the election. Like for real, it was your mom. She made it happen.
Here's my whole flex.
Look,
This is me flexing.
look at Mo's mom.
This
Come
is
on.
my hold on. This is my grandma who's 78 in this picture.
Like
No, wrong side.
honestly,
Grandma, 78. Flex number 1. Flex number 2, mom.
look at
Like,
your mom. Like
look at the
grandma.
cheekbones
Like
and the neck. The cheekbones. Why?
see, Faye agrees with me. Leary does suck.
Oh, look at mom on the first day of school when she was going to work in a pandemic. So she doesn't wear normal work clothes anymore. And she stole my mermaid lunch bag.
Oh my god, look at her. Like she's too powerful.
Do you know that you'll see how she's wearing the backpack purse? Do you know
By
the
the way,
following day,
my
her
favorite
coworker,
thing my favorite
her
thing
coworker,
my favorite thing in the entire universe is when your mom came on your live and told all those people who are giving you trouble to stay the hell away. Like she told them. Like I was like, yes, tell them.
also, I'm going to flex my mom again because she made that skirt.
It's so pretty. I wish I knew how to do those things, but my eyes. Generations flexing. Yes, Latia. Yeah,
Oh, do
that
y'all
was
remember this day?
yes. Mom's birthday.
Okay, I want to flex mom again because she made this and she came into my room and she said she just stood there and I stared at her like, what? She's like, she just stood there and I said, what? She meant take her picture.
Ah,
And she
ah.
did this one too.
She's honestly an absolute gem. Like she's too good for this world. But I'm glad we have her.
But yo, last year's family photo.
It's so cute. Oh yeah. Toya's right. Toya's right. You've
Let me
been
tell
doing
you,
better and better. Like
ever
the
since
haters
then,
are like, yeah.
my
Let
lives
me
don't
tell you.
get taken down anymore.
Yeah. Also, this was before Beauty Crawl, and you went and you were like, you know what? I am going to organize an event that everyone loves. I am going to make this community better, and you did that. Like your fave
Also,
could
this is
never.
mom going past to the waterfall. You're not supposed
Let
to
me
go
make you
there.
big
Mom
again.
crawled over a barrier so she could go touch the water. Of course, I had to take a picture. And yes, we're
Oh,
going to go there when we have the yoga with Mo retreat.
yes.
And I just want to show y'all um me aggressively loving my mom during my brother's funeral, and see that big broad
Oh,
chest behind there. That's my brother aggressively loving us and protecting us from the peoples.
oh,
And
oh.
I'm really sad that they cut out my brother's head because I know he was staring around and just aggressively loving us and protecting us.
That is so sweet. Also, Mo. Hmm.
Like he's just like so like, do you see how broad my brother's chest is? He's like so protective. One time my we were at this DJ competition, and when we were walking back, my brother was behind me and a fright broke out. And I am 10 years older than my brother. He's the same age as my cousin that I did his hair earlier. And
Mm-hmm.
my brother just said, go. And he picked me up by the shoulders, and my feet left the ground. And he just pushed me forward and kept pushing me forward until we were outside of the gate. And I was just like, he was just like, go, 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 go. And it's like most people were like trying to figure out what was going on. My brother was like, aggressively protect my big little sister.
That's amazing.
His
We love aggressive love.
My brother's chest, like I can buy a jacket for him because his
Oh,
chest
hey,
is this
Audra.
wide. Audra's hair.
Thank you
My
for
brother's chest
listening.
goes from the tips of my fingers to the center of my chest. That's how wide his chest are. He has like these big broad shoulders. I know. He's a big guy. My cousin that came over too is also a big guy. That's how come
Look,
he ended
I
up getting.
wouldn't look. I don't know why people even try to get on your backside. Like, do they have a do they have a death wish or what? Because like,
I know. I'd be like, people would be like telling me stuff, and I'd be like, I have nine
you don't
brothers.
want your brother to find out. Let me.
I have nine brothers. But who you should really be afraid of is my mom.
Yeah, yeah. Your mom is She's a force of nature. She is legit the best of everyone.
She's everyone's mom. Anyone who needs a mom can share my mom. There's enough of my mom to go around.
Yeah, yeah, your mom is amazing. I love her. In this
I
household,
said, I
we
said,
love
Mom,
everyone.
Latia says she likes the curls. She says her hair can't curl. My mom said, can I see it? I showed her some pictures from Latia's Instagram. She said, her hair can curl? Of course her hair can curl. Tell her I said she needs to do it with a comb. Don't worry, I'll show her. We'll make a video. Whose channel is it?
Oh,
I'm turning my camera back off because I'm ice.
okay. I'll be here. Okay, we will raid.
I broke a nail.
Oh no!
It's
That
okay.
happened.
It'll
That
grow back.
happened to me. Yeah, that happened to me a couple of weeks ago, and my nails were long, and I had to keep fixing it and fixing it until it because it broke like it was this one. I'm not trying to flip you off. It was this one, and it broke like over here. So if like if it ripped away, it was going to hurt. Things were going to be painful. Ah, I love mommy. Yeah, Latia, she's ready to help you. Oh yeah, I am going to probably end soon because this needs to charge because I need to be supportive and I can't be supportive with a thing that it's not charged well enough. Yeah, that was very painful. That was very painful. So I don't know. I don't even know what time it is. I don't even have my phone. I was like, I don't have my phone. I have it. So I think actually, now that I say that, we're going to end because we have been on for for a while. Because we took a lot of detours and stuff, and it's been very fun. It's been not as organized as usual, but not everything can be the same all the time. Where's the variety? Also, I forgot. Did you find my snail musing over there?
Ooh, your product placement.
Snail musing gang. Anyway, so I wanted to say that. So this has been a wonderful day. You are all absolute stars. Some of the best people I know. I love you all so much. And thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for like contributing to the conversation. Mo as well. Thank you for being Ice and
No
for
problem.
keeping me informed of the goings on in the chat. Like the drama, the drama, the love triangles, the whole thing.
Um,
um,
Sharon says, hi, snail musing. During my support group, I put on Silk nail polish in NYFW. And it
oh
says, we're snail mucus twins. Frogs
yes,
Frog Frog says, thank you for the good time. And Sharon says,
that
oh,
sounds
that's
questionable. Yeah, that sounds questionable, but the snail museum is pretty nice. So I got it for the Ichiban. Actually, first of all, before when Ichiban update, it's it's
Ooh, it's coming along much better.
it's smooth now, and this beat over here is like almost gone, and this beat, but I have Ichiban on one of my fingers now, so it has to be like that. I have to find a better soap for a hand washing. That has to be the situation because it can't just like in my arms. Remember that I had a whole bunch of them in on my arms.
Yes.
They're also kind of gone now, almost gone. Like I have a couple of ones here over. These are moles, but itchy bumpies are over here. They're going away. So I'm probably going to snail musing that situation into shape again because it's healed pretty nicely. So anyway, thank you, Mo, for being here. Thank you,
You're welcome.
everyone, for being here. Thank you for listening to me, even though sometimes I ramble a lot. And I hope you can you'll tune in again for next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about next week. I have a subject, but that one's going to need notes because I am having feelings about something and they need to be addressed. So I hope you tune in next week to talk about one more thing, you know? So I'm going to finish now. Bye, everyone, and thank you for coming.